Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Horned Frogs will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Though Oklahoma State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Off play action. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And they can't make the connection.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So TCU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school. An era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown there.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A 3rd down try for the offense. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Clemens. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. And the Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Off the RPO, complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Running into the open space.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floats it out in space. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the 2nd drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. A really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. His drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the field.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. Past the 30. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTEP was able to cap off a close one inside the Sun Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll go to the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down. Now on first down from the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Let's go. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He'll try to do it himself, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. He gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This offense is about to face the one thing that... Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Cowboys are in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Floating away. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Hard running there. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive going to the air and wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Scrambling away. Turning it on. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here comes the punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the marker, it's Hoffman. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Hoffman. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Stanford. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. The Cowboys line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down.
Neutral zone is on that defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The give on the inside. Got the first down, looking for more. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner will be dragged down. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the snap, it's Hamilton. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the D.
With jet sweep pass. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this position.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hamilton. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. With the clock running, this should be the final play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.